estate market, whether you're a buyer, a seller, or a renter. So here to tell us everything we need to know is Stefani Berkin, a real estate broker and president of R New York. Good morning. We always love when you're here.
I love being here.
I love your tips because even though I'm not selling my house, I still use it as a time to kind of get advice on what to do. So this is for everybody who's listening. But
how do I know how much I can afford and what should my monthly mortgage be? Here are the figures you need to know.
Okay.
Household income, okay? Cash reserves, because you're going to need that cash for the down payment and for the closing costs. Don't forget about those closing costs.
I think that's what gets people. Like they think, okay, I can make this much a month, but then you forget about that chunk.
And by the way, it's about 3 to 5%. So it's not an insignificant amount of money.
So here to answer some of our most asked questions, Stefani Berkin, a real estate broker and president of R New York. Stefani, good to see you.
Thanks
for being here.
Thanks for having me. I love being here.
Well, first off, we're going to get to some viewer questions in a sec, but give us an overall view of the 2023 housing market. What are the trends we're listening?
Okay, so 2023 is going to bring back some normality, some stability, some much-needed balance.
And are there bidding wars happening right now? I mean, if you go low, you can still
all the time. So price a little bit under, let people fall in love, be the star of your category. They'll become emotionally invested. They'll fight against someone else. That's when they'll overpay.
Be the star of your category. That's like in life.
Real estate death match.
Yeah,
like
now is the star of this category.
Thank you,
so much. You're welcome. You're welcome.
The people who were ready and just waiting but didn't want to absorb those higher rates are now going to get into it. I think if the rates drop under 5%, I think that 5 number is what's really going to shift it. So after a couple tough years, I think it's going to be a strong market. I think the rental market is going to soften, which we've been waiting for. So if you were thinking of getting into the market, get in now and absorb those lower rates. Yeah, I tell my celebrity and high-profile clients, if you can buy property in the name of a trust or an LLC and have your business manager be the guarantor, because anybody can run a title search and they'll be able to see your individual name if it's not protected in some sort of a shell. For sellers, there's very little competition. So the buyers are looking at all the same properties, which should work in their favor.
So can you price higher because of that?
You can. Pricing is so important to price at or even slightly below so people perceive a deal.
Okay.
For buyers also, because so many people are pushed out of the market, now is the time to buy. Buy smart and buy now and refinance later. And I just want to mention, it is so important to have representation in this process. There's so much that goes on. It can get very, very complicated, and the help of an expert is essential. Remember, our job is not to just find you the property, but it's to get you the property. I know it sounds simple, but it sets the tone for the rest of the showing. Because if things feel a little bit unruly and not taken care of, they think that's what they're walking into, and then they're going to take that off of the asking price. And you have to work with a knowledgeable agent, someone who can guide you and advise you. There are so many changes happening in the industry that you need someone who's going to educate you and protect you. So, Craig, the most detrimental thing you can do is overprice your property. You need to price right, which is at or below market, present a move-in turnkey property, stage if necessary. That's the combination. Price right and stage, and your property will sell effectively. Make sure as the seller you're fixing the issues. I can promise you it'll be less expensive if you fix them than what the buyer is going to perceive it's going to cost, and then take it off the asking price. Spring market, you're a step ahead of everyone. So it's really documentation, preparation, pre-approval.
Good stuff.
Always good stuff.
I know, you're always solid. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Happy renting, buying, selling, all that good stuff.
Go get them, everybody. Good